Welcome to the Stoic Golden Tribe, where enduring wisdom meets the strength of presence, and where we uncover the truths modern society refuses to teach men. In a world full of noise, confusion, and fleeting attention, we give you the unshakable tools to reclaim your power as a man. Now let's be brutally honest. There are moments in life when a woman walks away, and not just walks away, but runs into the arms of another man. It can feel like your soul's been ripped out, your worth questioned, your identity shattered. But what if I told you that you can turn this around? Not with begging, not with chasing, but with inner transformation so magnetic it bends reality back toward you. That if you do this one thing, women who once left you for someone else will not just remember you, they'll crave you. Not out of pity, out of pure, emotional, soul-deep desire. This video is not about games. It's about real, grounded, masculine power, how to command respect, inspire regret in those who lost you, and build a life so aligned you don't chase, you attract. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Stoic Golden Tribe, and share this with a brother who needs it. And don't forget to drop a comment below. We want to hear your story. Now let's begin. Chapter 1. Reclaiming the Throne. Why walking away is your greatest power. Let's start with a hard truth. No one regrets losing a man who chases. When a woman leaves you and sees you begging, pleading, or trying to prove your worth, it confirms her decision. But when you walk away with quiet strength, with your shoulders squared and your purpose intact, you ignite something deep inside her. A question. Did I just lose a man or a boy pretending to be one? And when the answer comes back that she lost a man, she'll feel it deeply. Men, let's talk about power. Not the loud, performative kind, but the type of power that moves in silence. It's what Marcus Aurelius meant when he said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." That includes being unlike the man she expected you to become, weak, broken, defeated. Let me give you a real-world example. A client of mine, we'll call him Daniel, was left by his long-term girlfriend. Within 2 weeks, she was seen on social media with someone new. Crushed, he wanted to message her, confront her, or post cryptic quotes online. Instead, he came to me, and I said one thing: disappear, rebuild, and re-emerge as a man she can't reach but can't stop thinking about. He took 6 months to focus on fitness, finances, and mastering his emotions. He didn't post, didn't chase, didn't react. When she saw him again, calm, fit, focused, unbothered, her words were, "You've changed. I didn't think you could be like this." That's the power of walking away. Not as punishment, but as proof that you don't need her validation to become your best self. Now let's break it down. When you walk away, you reclaim your time and energy from a relationship that no longer honors your growth. You create mystery, which is the most attractive force in human psychology. You elevate your status because nothing screams strength like a man who doesn't beg for love. Ancient wisdom teaches us the same thing. The Stoics, especially Epictetus, preached radical self-mastery. He said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." So how will you respond? Will you lower yourself into the emotional chaos of begging for someone who chose to leave? Or will you rise, go silent, and rebuild, not for her, but for you? Because here's the plot twist most men never understand. The moment you stop needing her is the moment she starts needing you. This isn't manipulation, it's the natural result of reclaiming your center. A man in his full masculine presence who walks away with grace and purpose becomes unforgettable. Even if she's with someone else now, she will eventually compare him to you. And if he's predictable, emotionally reactive, or insecure, your silence will echo louder than any words. So what should you do now? Start by making a decision, not to get her back, but to get yourself back. Drop into the gym. Get ruthless about your routine. Stop checking her social media. Cut off contact completely, not as a tactic, but as a declaration of your self-worth. Remember this quote every morning: "He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Lao Tzu? Make this about becoming the kind of man no woman can easily forget. And if she comes back, you'll be the one who decides if she deserves the new you. Drop a comment below. Have you ever had to let go to rise higher? Chapter 2. The magnetic shift, becoming the man. She can't replace. When a woman leaves and ends up with someone else, many men make the tragic mistake of thinking they were not enough. But that's not the truth. The real issue? You stopped becoming more. See, attraction isn't just about looks, money, or charm. It's about energy. The energy of a man who is in motion, evolving, rising. The kind of man who isn't waiting for someone to complete him, but is too busy becoming complete himself. As James Allen once said, men are anxious to improve their circumstances, but are unwilling to improve themselves. They therefore remain bound. Here's the harsh reality most won't tell you. Women don't miss who you were. They miss who you become after they leave. Let me explain. After a breakup, most men spiral. They overthink, fall into depression, lose motivation. But a rare few, the kings, do the opposite. They enter the fire and forge something new. I once worked with a man named Marcus. His girlfriend left him for someone with more money, more connections, more surface-level appeal. Instead of chasing her or trying to compete, Marcus went silent. But behind that silence was transformation. He learned new skills, he changed his wardrobe, he doubled his income. But the biggest shift, he developed a sense of self-respect so sharp, no woman could walk over it again. 6 months later, she reached out. "Hey, I was just thinking about you. You look different." No apology. No accountability. Just curiosity. Why? Because women always sense when your life starts glowing without them. Now let's break down this magnetic energy. What makes a man unforgettable after a breakup? 1. Purpose. He has a mission beyond women. His goals are not dependent on validation from relationships. 2. Presence. He's grounded, calm. His energy fills the room without him needing to speak. 3. Progress. He's building, learning, improving. Stagnation is death. Growth is irresistible. This is the ancient warrior's way. In samurai culture, after heartbreak or loss, warriors would not sit and sulk. They would train, read, meditate, and work to perfect their inner world, because they knew something society has forgotten. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. When you start treating your body, mind, and soul as sacred ground, your energy shifts. You become a man of substance, not noise, not drama, not desperate texts at 2 a.m., but the kind of man whose absence screams louder than another man's presence. And when she sees this, whether through mutual friends, a glimpse on social media, or a quiet realization in her mind, her instincts will pull her back. She might not say it at first, but she'll stalk your profile, ask about you, compare every man to you. Because the version of you she walked away from isn't the man you are now. Let this sink in. A woman can replace your presence, but she can never replace your essence. And when your essence evolves, she'll feel the difference. You don't need to chase her. You don't need revenge. Your growth is the revenge. Your silence is the message. Your progress is the power. Drop a comment below. What part of yourself are you building right now? Chapter 3. Emotional mastery. The key to unshakable presence. There's a reason most men never recover after a breakup. They let their emotions own them. They spiral. They vent to the wrong people. They act out of fear instead of wisdom. But if you want her to feel your absence, to question the decision she made, and even to long for your return, you must first master the storm inside. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Free from what? From the tyranny of emotion, from the chains of impulsive reactions, from the desperate need for closure. True masculine power isn't loud, it's calm, unshakable, focused like a blade. Let's make it plain. If she can still trigger you, she still owns a part of you. When you respond with anger, sadness, or petty retaliation, you show her you're stuck in her frame. But when you respond with stillness, with quiet forward motion, you become a mystery she can't decode. I knew a man named Elias. His girlfriend left him, then tried to keep him as a friend while she explored other options. Most men would have accepted it, hoping to win her back. But Elias said, no. No friendship, no talking, no updates. He disappeared not in bitterness but in discipline. He wasn't cold, he was clear, and that clarity, fueled by emotional control, shook her. Months later, she reached out. Not to ask for advice, not to talk about the past. She came back, admitting she couldn't stop thinking about him. Why? Because he stopped being available and started being unreachable in spirit. Now let's look at how to build emotional mastery in your daily life. 1. Breathe before reacting. If you feel anger or sadness, pause. Let the emotion move through you without acting on it. 2. Journal with truth. Every emotion you suppress becomes a weakness. Write them out. Be honest. Then burn the page if you must, but own your mind. 3. Transmute the pain. Use the emotional energy to create something. A new business, a stronger body, a deeper sense of purpose. This is alchemy, the ancient process of turning lead into gold. Your heartbreak is the lead, your transformation is the gold. As the ancient saying goes, the man who conquers himself is greater than the man who conquers a city. And when you become that man, calm, controlled, emotionally grounded, she will feel it, even from miles away. She might not say it, but she'll notice the shift, and that shift will make her question if she let go of a man or a king in the making. Here's what most men forget. You don't have to announce your healing. You don't need to show off your growth. Just live it, quietly, strongly, because when your presence becomes rooted in discipline, purpose, and power, you stop chasing women and they start circling back. Drop a comment below. What emotion are you learning to control right now? Chapter 4. The Return of the King. When she comes back, who will she find? Let's say you've done the work. You've walked away with power. You've transformed in silence. You've mastered your emotions and become the kind of man who moves with presence. And now, she's back. Or maybe she's reaching out, testing the waters, liking old photos, asking mutual friends how you're doing. Here's where most men fail. They take her back too quickly, without standards, without clarity. But the man you've become isn't the same man who was left behind. As the warrior king Alexander said, there is nothing impossible to him who will try. You didn't just survive heartbreak, you conquered yourself. So now the question is no longer, will she come back? It's, does she deserve the man I've become? This is where the game flips completely. See, when she left, she had all the power. But your discipline, your silence, your transformation that reclaimed your throne. And now that she wants access to your kingdom again, you must protect it like a king. That means asking, has she changed, or is she just lonely? Is she here for who I am now, or who I used to be? Is she ready to match my level, or hoping I've lowered mine? This isn't arrogance, it's self-respect. Let me give you a final story. There was a man named Theo. After being left for someone more exciting, he didn't chase. He built, he healed. He grew so deeply into his masculine center that women noticed him everywhere, not because he sought attention, but because his energy was undeniable. His ex eventually reached out. She wanted to talk, to catch up, but Theo had changed. He met with her calm and confident and listened to her regrets. Then he said something few men have the courage to say. I appreciate you reaching out. I wish you well. But the man I am now is no longer waiting on yesterday. He didn't reject her in bitterness. He chose his future over his past. That, brothers, is true power. Not in getting her back, but in becoming the kind of man who never needed her return to feel whole. Let's go even deeper. What if she doesn't come back? It doesn't matter, because this journey was never about her. It was about you. your self-mastery, your evolution, your rise. If she comes back, you choose. If she doesn't, you still win, because either way you are no longer a man who begs to be loved. You are the man who became love, who radiates it from the inside out. And that kind of man, he is never truly alone, he is never replaceable, he is remembered, respected, reborn. So hear this. Don't rebuild to get her back. Rebuild so that if she ever returns, it's on your terms. Walk like a man who knows his worth. Speak with clarity, move with focus, and carry yourself like a king, whether she's watching or not. Drop a comment below. If she came back today, what would the new you say to her? If this message spoke to you, like this video, share it with a brother who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the Stoic Golden Tribe, where we teach men the power of presence, purpose, and personal evolution. Your throne is waiting. The world may have forgotten who you are, but you haven't. We'll see you in the next video.